Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdoğan spoke to journalists on his flight en route to Turkey from Qatar on Tuesday. President Erdoğan evaluated Turkey's foreign policy engagements and regional and global security challenges.
If it were not for the support of all Western countries, especially the United States for Israel, we would not be facing such a situation in our region right now. The unlimited support of these countries has seriously carried Israel, the spoiled child of the West, to these points. How far does this go? This situation will be much more provocative for countries that have very different relations with Israel to view Israel negatively. The global system, which acts according to the identity of the perpetrator, has been disrupted.
In a proactive effort to address the escalating tensions in the Middle East, Turkey has stepped into a diplomatic role, advocating for peace amid the ongoing Israeli offensive in Gaza. The Turkish government has expressed deep concern over the recent surge in violence and is actively working towards diplomatic solutions.
The United Nations is institutionally unable to operate its system and is watching what is happening with its hands tied. Unfortunately, we are once again experiencing the painful consequences of this crisis, which was the reason for our statement the world is bigger than five. Maintaining world peace is the fundamental duty of the United Nations. It is unable to perform this task due to the distorted structure of the Security Council. We should talk about the revision of the UN system. We have to do this before it's too late. Otherwise, the UN system will not be able to extinguish a big fire, and the world will enter a new period of loss.
Ankara's peace diplomacy involves engaging with key regional and international stakeholders to foster a collaborative approach to resolving the conflict. Turkish decision-makers have reached out to leaders in the Arab world, European Union and the United Nations, seeking support for a collective effort to end hostilities and bring about a lasting ceasefire.
There is a Gaza destroyed by Israel's brutal attacks. Establishing a ceasefire and subsequently evacuating the wounded from Gaza are the priority issues. We always say peace, law, and justice. We will continue to strive for peace. We created our new roadmaps. We will express both the oppression in Gaza, the tragedy that Palestine has been experiencing for years, and our solutions for lasting peace. There is no one in the world who does not know the progress our country has made in both the field of intelligence and security. Moreover, we are not a state founded yesterday. No one should forget this.
The peace initiative by Turkey comes at a crucial juncture, with global leaders closely monitoring the situation and expressing support for diplomatic solutions. The success of the Turkish peace diplomacy remains contingent on the cooperation and willingness of all parties involved to engage in meaningful dialogue and commit to a peaceful resolution in the Middle East.
Netanyahu will be tried one way or another, if not today, then definitely tomorrow. If international law is properly applied, and these war crimes are punished, this decision will serve as an example to all oppressors both in the Palestinian region and in other parts of the world. The Palestinian people decide what will happen in Gaza and who will rule there. The best thing Israel can do is to accept the establishment of the State of Palestine, which is independent and has geographical integrity within the 1967 borders, and to return the occupied Palestinian lands to the owner.
Sweden and Finland sought NATO membership in May last year in response to Russia's military operations in Ukraine. While Turkey supported Finland's bid in April, it has kept Sweden waiting and urged the country to take additional measures against the PKK terrorist organization.
On the F-16 issue, we said to our counterparts that if the United States has a Congress, we also have a parliament. There is nothing to say until the final decision is made by our parliament. The United Kingdom's view on Eurofighter is actually positive. Unfortunately, there is a problem in Germany. However, the UK has a positive approach to resolve the problems. They say they will discuss the issue with the Germans. At this point, we have other alternatives.